In a relationship, some women are comfortable making the first move, but not all of them. And fact is, some women aren't even comfortable talking to their partners or doctors about certain issues, which could ultimately affect sexual health. Relationship expert Dr. Logan Levkoff alongside women's health expert Dr. Brightman join us now. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Merck did a survey along these lines. So what did they find?
This was a survey of over 2,000 women between the ages of 18 to 40, and the goal was really to determine what are women talking about, or more importantly, what are we not talking about. And even though we have careers and families and we run so many aspects of our life, we're finding that there's a huge communication gap when it comes to sexual and reproductive health. 55% of women do not talk to their significant others about birth control.
And the study also found that 29% of women actually wait for their doctors to initiate conversations about sexual health and birth control options. And 24% of women actually felt these conversations to be really awkward, which we know they're awkward conversations, but what better time than in the doctor's office to have these issues addressed.
And I know you are advocating that women make the first move, that they start the conversation. So what can they do to feel empowered to do that?
The first thing women need to remember is that we are entitled to have a sexuality. We are entitled to take ownership and control of our sexual and reproductive health, that there's no one better to do it than us. And also there's a need, not just from a health perspective, but partners, physicians, they're not mind readers. They don't know what we need. They don't know what we want. The onus is really on us to speak up for ourselves because we are our own best advocates.
And to you, Dr. Brightman, I'm curious about your point of view on that question.
Well, I think women need to realize these are uncomfortable conversations to have, even with one's own doctor. But as an OBGYN, we talk about sex all the time. These are the subjects we discuss on a daily basis. So a woman should feel comfortable, be prepared, before her visit, because there are time constraints. But make sure, go through your mind. Is there a list of things I want to address? What are my thoughts about my sexuality, my family planning? Am I interested in birth control? Do I want something that's daily, or are there non-daily options for me? Because these are all things that really can be addressed in hopefully a very comfortable office setting.
Yeah, we're focusing on having the conversation with your doctor, but what about your partner, and how does not talking about those issues affect your overall relationship?
We want women to rule the real talk, to take ownership of these conversations. From a relationship perspective, if there are things that you want, if there are things that you need, there's no way a partner is going to magically know those things. So the quality of your relationship expectations, the longevity, or maybe not, of your relationship is going to depend on these conversations.
Communicating well. Is there a website that Merck put together based on the data from the survey where our viewers would be able to access it and maybe make some decisions and get some ideas for starting the conversation?
Well, the purpose of the Rule the Real Talk campaign is really to increase awareness amongst women, and for women to really think about their options, talk to their partners, and talk to their healthcare providers. And their healthcare providers really should be first line when it comes to addressing questions specifically aimed at family planning and contraceptive needs.
Yeah, I like the idea in 2015 to put it all on the table, talk about it, and enjoy life, whatever that means for everybody at home. Thank you to you both, Dr. Levkoff and Dr. Brightman. We appreciate your time today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.